Mrs. Pettis and Mrs. Flynn are here to give you a full recap of Days of Our Lives now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Why, hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's so weird to not hear the music.
I know.
There we are.
There it is.
Now I feel better.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, all of you Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin' Days, where we give you a full recap of this week's episodes of Days of Our Lives. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by just one gal.
One gal.
One gal.
This gal with the
That
big
one.
hair.
Yes.
I love Mark J. Freeman in the house.
No,
It's not me. It's not me, is it?
it's not me
No.
either.
Is it me? No, my sound's off.
It is you.
Oh, it was. Oh, look at that.
So unprofessional. Our other gal, Matthew Evan Payne, couldn't make it in this Sunday afternoon, but we like to give him a big shout out.
Shout out.
Whatever
We
it is
capped her
that
at the
you're doing.
knees. We did a Tanya Harding.
We were like, girl,
This studio is only big enough for the two of us.
we showgirled her.
We totally did.
We put like
So,
pearls
marbles.
down. Yeah, and she took a tumble
Tossed
down
some
the stairs.
marbles, took a crowbar to her knee, said, "You're sitting this one out, lady.
But he did send in a disaster, so don't fret.
Do not fret none."
Yes, he will still be a part of today's show. And thank you all for being a part of today's show. If you are watching live, thank you. If you're watching later, thank you.
Or if you're listening later. Or
Thank you.
listening, later. Or listening now. No,
Girl.
you can't listen now.
Girl,
Podcast would be later.
girl,
Girl.
girl,
Girl.
girl, get it together.
Get it together.
Also, make sure you like us, follow us on all social media platforms. On Instagram and Facebook, we are Dishin' Days. And on Twitter, we are at _Dishin' Days. And iTunes, don't forget to...
5 stars. We've only forgotten 5 stars.
Oh, good.
So now we're going to get somebody that's going to be like, I hate Mark. Mike Riley. Mike Riley.
Oh, you and Mike Riley. I love the rivalry.
Hey, Neil, will you put, instead of Mark J. Freeman underneath, will you put Mrs. Flynn and Mrs. Pettis?
No. Okay, so listen. I only said that at the beginning because if you saw our tweet earlier, Mark did a tweet that said Mrs. Pettis and Mrs. Flynn, so I was playing off of that. I would just like to again say that was a moment. That's it.
And if you guys could do me a huge favor, I would love for you to capture that moment in a meme and tweet it to Kyler. That would be fantastic.
You know someone's gonna do it. Anywho,
Billy's used to it, so Billy doesn't be like, oh, Mark.
well, and Kyler's gonna be like,
Who
is this?
Who are these guys?
Who are these people? Always talked about me.
We
being
need to get
shirtless.
Kyler here, first of all. Let's talk about that for a hot millisecond.
I would love to have Kyler here.
So here's what you guys do. Capture that meme, tweet Kyler, and say, your wife is waiting for you to come.
He's gonna be so confused when it's a 6'2" black guy in the meme.
Because they see, even though they don't like it, they see the tweets. Even if they don't like it, they see it.
Well,
you know they do.
Well, I will say that they do because...
I mean, Billy's kind of tired of liking my tweets. He's like,
course.
girl, you send 20 a day.
But Kyler did reply to one and was like,
Who are these guys?
Yeah, he's like, what is this show?
Why don't I know about this? I think it was, something like that.
So, I mean, he sees it.
Yeah, they see him.
Again, it was
Hello to everybody in the chat room, too.
It was only a moment, though. Don't put me in the category with Matthew and Mark.
Oh, Marlon Wallace says he'll be Mrs. Pettis. So...
Okay, I thought he was Mrs. Moore.
Well, see, he's
Girl
already
gone.
moved on.
Look at that.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. They wrote a movie about it.
Well, they did. All right, so what did you think about this week of days?
It was good. Yeah, actually, it was funny because when you were going over the outline before the show, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right, that happened.
Yeah.
Because I actually watched this week each day.
Yeah.
So I was caught up. And sometimes I go back and I'll kind of fast forward watch. Just to go, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And so you said a couple things like, oh, yeah, that's right, that happened.
You know,
because the stuff on Monday sometimes feels like it was an eternity
it was an eternity,
ago.
yeah. And I was
But it was good. I mean, there was definitely moments.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And some people had longer moments than others.
Right. And some too many.
I will say there was one storyline that I'm so invested in, and we have got to talk about it. So it is now time to start
Dishing Days. And I guess I'd have to flip her today.
Yes.
All right, that was tough.
Bum, bum. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. A shout out to Neil in
Neil's
the booth.
Alexis's other half.
Yeah, Alexis's fiance that we always rant and rave about. He is
And
filling
Rocky's
in for
in
her
there
today.
too.
And Rocky. Hey
Yeah.
Neil, how are you?
He's already gone to get his Diet Coke.
He did. He's over
I was
us.
going to get a Diet
Oh my God, I just said that! I literally just was like, oh no, he went to get a Diet Coke.
Hi
that
Neil,
is the
welcome.
stereo.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
this
you,
Sunday.
Neil.
We appreciate you.
It is my esteemed pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Esteemed. I like that.
And thank you, Sabrina, who says my hair is on point, and it might be quite literally.
No, what she means is it's on point.
It's
Oh,
pointed.
yeah, Tony's hair got longer from last week to this week.
He's trying to have his own hair Twitter too.
I'm coming for the hair. All right, so let's start with the biggest storyline. Oh, look at that, Neil! You're getting a lot of love in the chat room here.
Yes, you
Everyone's
are.
like, "Hi, Neil." Look at that. Someone said,
See,
"Hi,
it's
Alexis."
because you know why? It's because you say he's got a woman.
Yeah.
Now they all go after him.
Yeah.
If you said, "Oh, he's single and looking," they'd be like, "Not interested."
Give a little shout out to Tony Fowler, who said, "Tony and Mark, give a shout out to the fans in Brazil."
Oh,
What's up, Brazil?
Brrr. I don't know what Brazil says.
I don't know. It's carnival
Portuguese.
there, isn't it?
Don't they speak Portuguese
Oh.
in Brazil? I think it's
That
Portuguese.
sounds like a Jeopardy question.
What is Portuguese? I think it is. I think. Tell me, our Portugal friends.
Tony can tell us.
Oh, somebody misses my hat.
Oh, from last week.
Tony,
Okay, so
Tony likes when I wear my hat.
let's get into it. The biggest storyline this week was Chloe and Nicole. Okay, so this week,
Okay.
Nicole was hit with a lot. She begged and pleaded to Chloe to please let her be a part of Holly's life. She was willing to move to New York with Chloe, just so she can be near. She gave up her job at Basic Black. She gave up Damos. She was doing everything she could to be with Holly. And then Chloe said, "Girl, you can't be within 100 feet of me or Holly. Here's a restraining order."
I've seen those before.
Billy, yeah.
I'm familiar.
Nicole gave one last plea, and then you saw the look in Nicole's eye when she left that hotel room. You knew she was going to do something.
See, I didn't. It actually surprised me. I thought it was going to be Damos.
No,
Again.
when I saw when she was leaning up against the door and she was crying, and then she said, "I got this," like in her face, it was like, "I got this, bitch," and she walked away. I was like, okay.
But see, I didn't. I honestly didn't think she was going to go there because I felt like she realizes the severity of it, so she wasn't going to do anything like that. That's
No.
how I thought of it.
But of course, as you guys know, she came in with the chloroform is just popular in Salem.
Oh, I know, right? And I love
They
they
keep
were
it in
like,
stock.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I-
got it. But she knocked Chloe out, took Holly, and now she's on the run with longer hair.
Yeah, it looked cute actually. It didn't
did.
even look like a. Excuse me, it didn't even look like a wig.
No,
I
it
was
looked like her
"Oh,
hair.
You look good, girl."
Maybe they put extensions in.
No, because you would see the shorter. It would look layered.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
That's a good wig.
And she didn't have those bangs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's a
All
wig.
right,
It's a wig.
so I have my thoughts. How are you feeling about?
I feel like, and I almost feel like we have to talk about something else right now. Because I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The real life status.
Yes,
Just because I feel like it kind of
coincides.
is coinciding with this. Because I didn't, it was like I kind of found out accidentally that Ari is leaving the show.
Yeah.
And I had heard about Vincent, again, accidentally. Actually, it was Billy. And I was like, girl, I did not know.
Yeah. Well, now it's out.
But that was already out too.
was-
I just
yeah.
didn't know it because I don't read them.
Yeah, the Soap Opera Digest.
Right.
Yeah.
So once I knew that, and am seeing now, so I don't know when her last air date is. I don't know if that was talked about. So if that's sometime soon, I'm like, okay, well then I see why this is happening. But like I said, I didn't see it happening because I really thought she was taking the high road. I thought somehow Brady was going to get her the baby and is what would bring them together.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I thought it was going. So it did shock me that it was her.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she did it because I'm just tired of Chloe being on her high horse about having the baby and like, well, the judge said. I thought too. My other thought too was that because Deimos, had paid off the one judge to vote in his favor, and then they switched judges. My thought was that there was going to be some kind of sub story that actually Chloe had somehow influenced that role.
That judge?
That there were two things happening simultaneously, and it just happened to fall in her favor. So,
this is what upsets me, is how mean Chloe is being.
yeah, I don't like it.
I think whatever hangups she has about Deimos, at the end of the day, you know Nicole and you know your friend. And you both know that neither one of you are perfect.
Right.
But for you to deliberately keep her baby away from her, the one thing in life that she's always wanted and begged for and could not have, it's now here, along with someone that she truly loved, and you are taking that away from her, and not even taking it away from her to be like, okay, listen, let's get you back to a better place. We'll work this out. You can see Holly, you can be near us or whatever, but I think for now, it'll be in the best interest of Holly to be with me until you get yourself back right. But you'll be in her life. But for Chloe to try to come in and be like Mother Teresa and be like, no, you can't have any dealings with this child.
Yeah.
When Nicole slipped up in there and took that child, I was like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you go.
Yeah.
Like, you take your baby. I was like, I'm all for
Well,
it.
that's what I'm saying is I'm glad that she did it because for the same reason.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the, and I don't like that they're not even, again, when we talked about this when they had the court hearing, that Justin didn't talk about all the things that Chloe has done over the years.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, don't act
you need
high
to-
and mighty when you have been just as bad, if not worse, than Nicole
Yeah.
throughout life, which is why you guys are such buddy-buddy.
Yeah. It's
Because you
like-
get each other. It's like, come on.
Girl.
It's not like Maggie's trying to keep the baby from
Nicole.
Nicole. You know what I memean? That at least you could go, okay,
Yeah.
she's Maggie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, come on. But
It was just like I can't remember when I've been upset about a storyline and felt this vested.
Oh.
And when Brady told Chloe, "Don't call the police. I won't. I'll work something out. Just get my baby back." I was like, "Oh, okay, it took this for her to wake up." And then what does she do?
she called the police, right?
I'm just like, girl, like, get your life together and
Yeah.
have several seats. You are not that child's mother.
Yeah.
How dare you? So I was and the best part was when Nicole was at the hotel, and the guy was like, I mean, you came in here with dark glasses and paid cash. But I love that
Okay,
she
well, hold on. You have to tell me what happened because there on regular TV there was a special report.
Oh.
Stupid Sessions, our friggin' Attorney General. So I missed part of it, and I was gonna go on. That's why I asked
back
you where you
the
watched
Daily
because I
Motion?
was gonna rewatch, but it was ended up only being like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe I can go without having to watch it. So I saw him say to her,
Say that, but you didn't hear her reply.
I didn't hear her reply.
Girl, you have to just go watch her reply.
Okay.
Because you'll be like, atta girl. Like, she was like, went into full actress mode and was like, well, the dark glasses are to hide the dark circles around my eyes because my husband is just not a good person. And
I was gonna say she should say that she's running from an abusive husband.
And I was like, I literally have in my notes, yes, girl, lie, lie. I was like living, like she totally like was just like it was the husband. She was running away from the husband, and that's why, and blah 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 blah. But now she's super paranoid, and now she's like at the most ghettoest hotel because she reached out to Anonymous Sam. That's not really his name, but like some contact that she had when she was a reporter to help her out.
Yeah, that I saw.
Yeah.
I saw that guy. That's kind of where it came back in, I think.
So, listen, I'm vested in this storyline. I'm happy that Nicole got Holly. This girl just keep
Holly.
running. Yeah. Girl,
Together,
stay on the run.
but, yeah,
Because
that's what I
I
say,
just
too.
feel like the whole system was corrupt.
take her and run to Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah. You know,
I don't know what city does Bold and Beautiful take place in. Does someone in the chat room know? Because then she can just leave Salem and go with Holly.
You know,
and like link the shows.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because suddenly I just pictured like how funny would it be if like when they had Basic Black and like the fashion shows and stuff that people from Bold and Beautiful
came on. Yeah. Well, they were because they do that with Bold and Beautiful and Young and the Restless, I think, because they're the same producers, so they do crossover. But yeah, it's different producers.
That'd be funny.
They're probably like, no, I want your show to go down.
Yeah. All right. Well. Yeah, that's pretty much that storyline. Daquan is still Team Chloe. WTF? And no one will explain.
I saw somebody tweeted too during the week about. I'll tell you why I'm Team Chloe, but then they never did.
Yeah. Well, I'm Team Nicole still. So that's pretty much what happened this week.
That, yeah. And then Deimos.
Oh yes.
Also came in and found her and stuff, and
then Brady walked in.
He was gonna do the same thing basically.
Oh,
Nicole
yeah.
just basically beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
Because that guy came in and kind of ratted him out and was like, "Where's the baby?"
Yeah.
After he just said, "We got the baby. Where's the baby, girl?"
Yeah. Because Deimos. Okay, so Deimos walked in. Brady came in afterwards and like, what happened? Mm-hmm. I feel like Brady had a dumb moment that was like, oh, what did you do? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Until the guy came and he was like, oh, Dane was like, oh, we have the baby. And then the guy's like, the car's here.
Hey, girl.
We're just waiting for you until the baby comes down. And then he's like, well, where's the baby?
Yeah.
If you don't have the baby. And then it's like, Nicole.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
But, yeah. Deimos should have just stayed out of it in the beginning. We wouldn't be in this mess. And he still tries to be in it.
Haywood Wong says, Tony, Team Nicole, hashtag girl bye.
Oh.
So I guess we have another Team Nicole. No, Team Nicole, Team Nicole. Team Nicole. Come on, Nicole. Chloe is cray cray. Run to the Bold and Beautiful. That's in LA. I'm what? Team Nicole. Any other Team Chloe? I'm looking to see if there's any Team Chloe that have like an explanation by Daquan. Good, Chloe. Take the baby from that crybaby.
Aaron says Nicole deserves all this drama coming down on her for years. She was a bitch to everyone in town. I mean, but that was back in the day.
Yeah, she's changed a lot.
She's changed tremendously.
Just because she doesn't love it. Donna Gristle, you're killing me today, Donna. Stop hating on Nicole just because she doesn't love Eric. Okay, hold on, because I have to read this because I took a screenshot of it. This came up before we went on air. You guys were in the chat room talking, and Donna Grizzle, I hope I'm saying it right. Sorry, Donna, if I'm butchering your name. Wrote in the chat room, and I literally was laughing out loud. Tony was like, "What are you laughing at?" She wrote, "I hate that once again, though, Nicole is being portrayed as impulsive and not thinking straight. If Nicole is going to kidnap her, I want to see her rock this kidnapping."
Rock it, girl.
Donna, I'm not even kidding you. That literally made me LOL.
I love it.
Thank you for that.
We
we are reading what you guys are writing. So
yeah.
All right, what's our next story?
Right,
I think we've beaten that dead horse long enough.
Next we have Chad, Abigail, and Gabby.
Do you have cherub sounds?
No.
I think we need cherub sounds every time.
I'm gonna have you explain this storyline to me because I think this week I was a little in and out of some storylines.
Well, you know what I do like? Okay, so basically what's going on is Abigail is trying desperately to be understanding about Chad and Gabby. Mm-hmm. Yet everything in very typical soap opera fashion, Ari runs up to have the story read to her, and then they look like a happy family, and photographers are taking pictures. What I do like...
And then there's Andre that's like... I feel like...
That's what I like about it. That's like, the one thing.
You see that, girl?
Yeah.
Girl,
you need to think twice about this.
Yeah. Girl.
So that's what I liked. I liked that Andre is instigating it and stuff like that. I think we're going to see more of Kate doing the same thing because she seems to like Gabby, and Gabby presented her new entrepreneurial job to her and all that stuff.
But also that shade that Kate gave at the table. Oh no, at the Demira Mansion.
Yeah.
She's like, I like everything Gabby does or something, or that she does or something like that. Or no. or everything she does for you is good. Some
Yeah.
shade, because then they cut to Abigail and she was like, and I was like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I like it because, and and it is, again, it's a soap opera, and you know, when you put the couples together, and they're just sitting on the couch drinking tea and babysitting, no one wants to watch it.
Right.
So they obviously have to stir things up.
there has to be some drama.
And I think that and again, I've said it before, I like Chad and Gabby. I like Chad and Abby.
Yeah.
I like Abby and Chad. I like Abby and Damos. Or not Damos, Dario. Sorry.
I was like, Damo.
I would be okay with Abby and Dario. Or Damos too. Whatever. But I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with it. It's not like getting under my skin that they're doing this like it does sometimes. So I'm okay with it. Billy can handle it.
I'm definitely okay with Chad and Gabby. And
Which do you prefer? Gabby or Abby?
Gabby.
Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Because even, like, every time I see them, Chad and Abby together, I'm just like, it's not there for me anymore. It's not there for me anymore.
See, I definitely see a chemistry there. I see a chemistry there.
I see a chemistry, but I see it like we used to be married. Now we just have a kid and we're still really good friends.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Mark, I bet it made you mad seeing Abby and Gabby ordering Mexican. I know how you get annoyed at those stereotypes. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and the whole like belly dancing, like the whole like girl.
That was interesting conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell she's trying. Again, I like that Abby's trying to take the high road, and I like that they're not making her like crazy psycho wife. You know what I mean?
You know what moment I also liked was Gabby and Dario having a moment over ice cream.
I did like that as well, but I thought it just seemed, tell me if you disagree, I just felt it seemed very sudden. All of a sudden, it's like it went from nothing between Dario and Abby to now Dario's in love with Abby. Like, it just seemed like, I mean, he did correct her and say, hey, you're saying love, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like very just all of a sudden to me. So
I think it's one of those things where, when you see two people together and you're like, something's going on.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. But a few months later, it's like they're dating. Mm-hmm. And you're like, girl, I knew that a few months ago.
Right.
But it's like maybe they didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what's happening with Dario and Abigail.
Abby. Yeah.
Is that, like, he's starting to realize, like, why do I care about her so much? And everyone's like, why do you care about Abigail so much?
Right.
And then he's about to have that Cher from Clueless moment. Mm-hmm. Wait, I love Abigail.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm okay with it all.
Too.
I'm okay with it all.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yep.
I'm great with it.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
All right.
What's next
Well, speaking
on
of
the list?
Gabby, JJ, Lonnie, and Gabby. Okay, I have to ask you because I wanted to ask you guys when we came in. Are you team JJ and Lonnie?
No.
Johnny.
No.
Team-
Jajani.
Johnny.
Jajani.
No, you're not on board?
No.
I was kind of like, okay.
It just, I don't know.
I
think it's seeming too forced.
I think what it is
And arm wrestling, come on.
I think it was like a month or two ago. She was super upset with him because they had sex,
Right.
and I think if that played differently, then I think we would be okay with
Right.
pairing right now.
Right.
But I think because of that, everyone's just kind of like, meh. Wait. Well, how do you guys feel in the chat room? Let us know how you feel about
I'm gonna see if
JJ
they're-
and Lonnie. I'm okay with it though. I think
April
it'll be
likes
interesting.
it.
Lonnie is too old for JJ.
Lonnie annoys me.
No to JJ Lonnie because the actress
Nope.
is so dull. Oh, I don't mind.
JJ
Johnny.
needs to meet some other girl out of Salem.
JJ is annoying AF. We know
Both
what AF
are bad
means.
choices. Yeah. JJ's annoying. Yeah. No, not
So-
Team JJ with anyone.
No
So
to JJ and
JJ's supposed
Lonnie.
to stay single, I guess.
Well,
See, here's what I want. Here's what I think.
oh wait, well, I'm with Marlon. What happened to Eli this week? It's like you introduced him last week, and then there was nothing about that storyline.
Well,
this
I
week.
think here's why. Here's why I think. And I think this is why the thing with JJ's happening is because obviously I think they're going to go Lonnie and Eli. So she needs to be in love with somebody to have some kind of.
But it's like, girl, come on.
So I think they're giving JJ and Lonnie a chance to have a couple dates before they start going. Some fans are concerned about JJ and Lonnie because some feel Lonnie raped JJ because he was too blacked out to consent. What is your opinion on that?
It's not rape. That's reading too much into it. I think. Because here's the thing. Sometimes you can't tell how drunk someone is.
But but aren't you obliged to then not do anything if you're not sure if they're willing and consenting, regardless of it being a man or a woman? Should you not? I think that that's what they're saying is she should have taken the high road. First of all, knowing he has a girlfriend. Second of all,
But it seemed like she didn't know that.
no, she knew he had a girlfriend, didn't she?
I don't know.
She lived in Salem.
See, and before I kind of feel
Small
like
town Salem.
it's one of those drunken nights where you're both drunk,
Oh,
things are happening, and then sex happened, and one remembered and not the other.
right. But I think what they're saying is if you're that drunk and unsure, then you should err on the side of caution and not.
But if you're both drunk, who's gonna be like, oh no?
Well,
You know what I
obviously
mean?
the one who was less drunk.
How do you determine that?
Well, but then, but this is.
See, now we're getting all technical.
I know.
Because I've never been drunk, so you have to talk to someone like Mark.
Shit, Jiminy. Check out my Twitter from last Sunday.
I was not drunk.
Well, it was 2 Sundays ago, I think. It says, Ray C says, no, Mark, it's going to be Gabby and Eli.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't know if he knows that or if he's just guessing.
I like what Jasmine said. JJ and Maxine's son would be a great couple. Atta girl.
It's not that we aren't JJ single. It's that we just haven't found a right match yet. Okay. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for clarifying. Lakers are cute. I don't know what that means.
Demo says, Tony, you need to come in as Eli's long-lost twin. I must be the ugly twin. But I'm down for the cause.
Yeah, it says it's nice to see JJ smiling in a scene for a change.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I liked it. I liked them together. What I didn't like was Gabby lurking around and being upset. The fact that JJ kind of moved on with Lonnie.
Willa, settle down in all caps. I can't wait for Eric and Jennifer love scenes. Dial it back, Willa. Calm down. Calm down, girl. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you know what would be funny is if it is Eli and Gabby, and so then basically Lonnie's interested in JJ, and if Lonnie is interested in Eli, and Gabby has had them both. That's kind of funny.
That'd be
That's
a lot.
JJ being a detective is a long April Fool's joke.
Oh my god! You guys are horrible.
You guys are on point today. You're cracking me up.
Bring Paige back. True for
JJ. Oh yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah.
Well, maybe she's on the same island because everyone wants Will to come back too. So maybe they're all on the same island. Yeah. Oh, but like I said, I don't like Gabby lurking around and being upset about JJ and Lonnie. It's like, girl,
she's the one who kind of ended it.
Yeah,
right.
and you want to move on with Chad. So, but I did like the thing where
JJ needs to go back with Eve.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that either.
I'd be okay with that.
Totally
How
okay
cool!
with that.
I do think that would be. I mean, first of all, we love Cassie, so we would love to have her back on. But I think that was the most exciting storyline for me.
Yeah.
And I was okay with it. And how cool would it be that was a storyline? I just think it would be kind of badass.
Yeah.
Can you put that notification on our podcast now? Sorry, I've had slip-ups today, and I haven't had any drinks.
No, I mean, I like it. I like it. I love it. I would want more of it.
Yeah, I would be down with that. All right. Is that it for that story?
Well, that's our 3 top storylines.
So the 3
Let's
hustle
get
and bustle
into
ones.
tidbits, Hope and Rafe.
were there in Salem and had scenes that annoyed me.
Okay, so
basically what happened is Hope and Rafe had their first, well, not first, but kind of first.
their long-awaited like
We
romantic
need this,
evening.
yeah, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the blah, 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 blah. They reincarnated the Hernandez home, which got used this week. And then Hope
They
visited.
had a food fight.
They had a food fight. It was boring.
They had a bathtub
Yeah,
thing.
and did
did they make love?
I'm sure they did.
She went over to the DeMera mansion.
She went to talk to Chad and Abby.
Oh, yeah, because we already mentioned them. Which, by the way, I love how Andre and Kate had a problem with Hope being over there, and Abigail was like, I think Chad and I will decide who's going to be here in our home.
You see, they're already starting to subtly change that room.
Yeah.
Did you notice the
Yeah.
furniture and stuff starting
It
to
seems
change?
brighter.
Yeah,
like- Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to discuss it or if they're just going to kind of gently change, because I feel like it's the downstairs again, right? Okay, yeah, because they're not upstairs in
they're
that
not
study
upstairs
anymore.
in the study
Okay.
anymore because Stefano's picture was hanging out.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for it at one point, but they weren't showing that part of the room.
Yeah.
And then I just forgot about it later. But
Yeah.
so we can move to the next tidbit. I'm okay with that.
Wait, but okay.
Okay, this is going to be now the Tony Moore monologue about Hope and Rafe because I have nothing to say.
I'm just gonna say that I'm really not on board.
No,
I
haven't been
when I
for decades.
when I was watching the whole kitchen thing, the food fight, I was like, no, the bathtub, no. And then I just thought, I really wish she was with Aiden.
I know.
I think
I would have a completely. I would. This would be a very different show.
Yeah.
At least at this end of the table.
I really think that there was something about her and Aiden that you just liked.
You liked it, fit, it worked.
Yeah,
there was
because-
chemistry.
Yeah.
This goes back to the thing that we talked about when all this was happening too, with how everyone was like, yeah, but it's always Bo and Hope. It's always Bo and Hope. And I was like, no. There was chemistry.
Yeah.
There was chemistry between Aiden and Hope. And she had moved on and people were going with it and living for it and, excited.
Yeah.
That hadn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden somebody sat down and
Yanked
said,
it.
no, we're gonna end that. That's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Because we're 5 months in advance and we can't hear what the fans are saying.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hook her up with this guy that has no chemistry with her and the fans don't like.
Yeah. Nope.
And we're just gonna keep shoving it down their throat and shoving it down their throat. And we're gonna have them make out in the police station. We're gonna have them make out here. We're gonna have them, act like this has been going on for decades. No, girl, no.
No.
And having Bo come back to make one last plea and that's what that was. That was a plea from Days going, okay, we're gonna have Bo tell you what we want you to do. And that is we want you to like Hope and Rafe.
And fans
And
are
we
so
are like, no,
no.
we're not falling for that. We're not falling for that.
I just no, and
that was a little
that was
much.
that was girl. Get that wig together.
Neil, can you bring me a Chardonnay, please?
I just feel like it's definitely a little forced. She's and like life is getting back for Hope. She's been reinstated as a detective.
And can I just talk about one little thing that annoys the bejesus out of me?
What?
Put something in the coffee cup. Because when you set down an empty coffee cup, it makes a very different noise than when you set down a full coffee cup. It doesn't have to be coffee, but let's fill it with something. Am I the only one that gets annoyed with that?
Yes.
And when they're holding it, you can tell that they're empty.
Right.
Like the way that they're moving with them,
Yeah.
you just move differently when it's a full.
When it's a full
and again,
cup.
it doesn't have to be coffee, but I feel like if there's something in it, it drives me insane.
You're the only one that notices
No,
that,
I think
'cause
there's
I
gonna be other
don't.
people in the chat room that are gonna be on my team coffee cup.
Completely
Agree, Mark. Agree, Mark.
Gag.
But I
barf,
have a
vomit,
feeling they're
rape, and
talking
hope.
about Hope and Rafe. I don't think they're talking about the coffee cup.
And while we're talking about Hope being reinstated, so we're gonna have Roman retire as commissioner.
I mean, kind of okay with it.
And now Reigns.
But I don't think it means what I think it means. So.
Well, you think that it's him off the show?
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen.
And now we have Commissioner Reigns. But you know what? I have to say, I found that very interesting to make that switch. What?
They're agreeing about the coffee cups.
Oh.
She said her mom yells at the TV plenty of times about the coffee.
Ooh. My World 2 might be on to something. Hope and Rafe is boring, but have Reigns hook up with Hope.
See, someone else said that too.
Yeah.
Somebody else on one of our earlier podcasts earlier this month or last month said something about that too.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that there's somebody in the police station that's not a Brady or a Horton that is going to actually kind of crack the whip.
Yeah.
But again, if he ends up hooking up with Hope, then
Maybe
it's
better than
no.
Hope and Rafe.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so there's that. What?
Sabrina. I didn't understand one word Roman was saying to Hope. Oh, goodness.
God. All
Goodbye,
right.
fake Roman. Ooh, bye.
So Marlena, Jennifer, and Eric. I mean, really quick, all that happened was Marlena told Jennifer that Eric had been paroled
Right.
and he's still kind of dealing with everything. Jennifer went over to the house to talk to him, and then next thing I know, they were kissing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Are we team Jennifer and
And
Eric? Jarek?
I have to say no because I'm 100% Jack and Jennifer
Bring Jack back.
for life and ever.
Bring Jack back.
I don't hate it like I hate other pairings. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna see where it goes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue about it. I'm not gonna fight it. But we'll see. And then we found out that we also find out that Eric was the box with letters. He's actually writing them to Nicole.
Yes.
Because we saw him writing and putting something in
Yes.
for a while. We didn't know who was. I thought he was writing to Jennifer and putting them in there. But we find out that he's actually writing apologies to Nicole or something.
I wonder if it's part of like a program.
Could be.
I like it.
Because see, and that's the thing is like, and then now this whole thing with Ari leaving. Now my Eric, being the father of the baby, has a hitch in its plan.
I don't think there is a hitch in the plan. Girl, that's not going to exist.
Oh, stop it! It's gonna happen. And
All
Jack's
right.
gonna come back.
Oh my God. Sonny and Deimos. Sonny is out for revenge, basically, and wants to take down.
I like that Sonny
Deimos.
has balls all again.
And I like his conversation with Victor.
Yeah.
That was basically like, I want it in writing.
Yeah.
That if Deimos, basically, if he ends up dead, can't fulfill his role, that I'm next in line. I want it in writing.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Victor is sitting there like, you about to kill Deimos, aren't you? And Sonny tells his thing to Brady, who is not really on board. But Brady always seems preoccupied with so much other stuff than Titan.
But I like him in charge. I like
Sonny in charge?
Yeah. Again, here's what I like. I like Sonny in charge of Kyriakis. I like Chad in charge of Demira. I like Dario in charge of
Hernandez?
the Hernandez company, of which I forget the name. It's like initials or something.
Yeah.
Because I like, this is what I've been pushing for, a new generation of days. Again, has nothing to do with the veterans. We love the veterans. We love seeing them. But it also, I don't know, it's like, this is what I want to see. I don't want to, and like I was seeing in the chat room, a lot of people are complaining because so many of these storylines are the exact same thing we've been seeing for years, and we're just going to redo the same thing, this and that. So give the new people, the new actors a chance to tell new stories.
Yeah.
That's how you keep your audience. That's how you get new audiences. Somebody who tunes in who hasn't watched the show in years and they see the same story that they saw 20, 30 years ago, they're going to go, oh, they're doing the same thing over and over again. Now that person tunes in and it's new people and there's a new story. They're like, oh, it's changed. I need to catch up. I need to see what's going on. Like, I don't get how they don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And I get that it's a family and they're friends now with a lot of these veteran people. So they like having them around and they want to give them work and help them out. I get that. Like, it's, you obviously want to work with your friends. But at the same time, like, isn't the show, keeping the show going, the ultimate, the top of that pyramid?
Yeah.
Is we have to keep the show going. And if keeping the show going means we need to give some of these new people some stories and come up with some new, fun, exciting stuff for a new generation of Days audience, then we need to maybe put these people on the back burner for a while and have them, again, I don't see why they can't, like we had with Carrie and Austin coming in and Anna coming in every once in a while. Like, I don't understand why that's an issue of why these can't happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't, I'm not saying get rid of Marlene. I'm not saying get rid of Hope. I'm not saying get rid of Roman and all this stuff. I'm just saying is let's have the new people tell the stories for a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, they need to.
Yeah. 2 rants today.
Girl.
Matt needs to get back.
You didn't have pizza rolls this week, did you? Mm-mm. That's what it is.
I didn't.
She's hangry.
I didn't. I'm going to stop and get some on the way home.
She's hangry.
Amen, Mark. Sing it, gal.
All right, so we have that. Jade and her father.
He's got his liver's is quitting, is shutting down, and she has to give part of hers to him
If she tests.
Which she will, obviously.
But there's obviously something more to this relationship between her and her father that I feel like is going to unravel.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she's going to do it.
Or they wanting to bring her father into the stories more and have him I feel like if she does do this and he gets her liver, I think it's going to obviously change their relationship. And I think he's going to be a nicer father and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know, but that was that.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I was okay with it.
I was fine with it, too. I was like, okay. But I just hate that they just touched on it for, like, 1 episode this week.
Yeah, see, Donna says too, Jarlena, Stala should definitely be there, but focus on the new younger generation. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Laura said, Tony, my reaction to Jade and her dad too.
Can Jade donate her kidney or whatever, and then both die on the operating? Daquan, you are full of hatred today. You sound like me.
The new Jade and Joey have no chemistry. Oh, boy. Oh, someone just, Eugenia Wright just mentioned Ann and Lucas, which is a great segue into Ann and Lucas. I love that she talked to Chloe about what to do for Lucas and what he likes. And, that whole scene was just super cute to me because I felt like you were watching 2 5th graders.
Yeah.
And Ann was like got the cookies for him and then was just like, you like these? Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I only thing that I thought was a little kind of was like the ending up on his lap seemed a little forced.
The whole thing of
me.
like skydiving and like the rush of it, and then she's like moving. Although the whole time she was saying that stuff, I was picturing you and Billy, like how you would be with Billy. Like, oh my gosh, Billy.
I am very well behaved.
For sure.
Very well behaved.
But she was very like, I guess, caught up in a moment, and I guess she thought she was making a connection, and then she went for it, and then it was like, Ann, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
I get,
but it's classic Ann though.
Classic Ann.
It's classic Ann.
I don't know that I'm that invested in Ann. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been for years fighting for somebody great for Lucas.
She's not around enough.
Yeah, and it's like I don't give Lucas, like I feel like it's I don't want to say belittling. I feel like it's like Lucas can do so much more. I mean, the whole stuff with Will, it's like how did they tape those scenes and watch those scenes back and see what Brian Datillo can do? And then this is what I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not like I'm watching it like, oh my God, I can't. Yeah. My eyes are burning.
It's
like
cute.
With some people, rope.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's okay.
Oh. All right. Well, that was your week of days, and it's now time for our segments. And we're going to start with my segment, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
You go, girl.
All right. So, I think I'm going to have to.
And we haven't shared.
We haven't.
So that we don't overlap, but I don't think we will.
I don't think so. But I think I am going to have to split my snaps.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to split my snaps. I'm going to have to give 1 to Nicole. 1.5. to Nicole.
With the guy at the hotel.
With the whole that scene when she was lying her little face off and just going and getting her baby.
Yeah.
That was like 1.5, but it sounded like a full. I have to give it to her. And then going along with the theme of going after what you want, I got to give it to my girl, Ann. I got to give it to Ann.
Speak of the devil.
Ann said, I'm about to get my man. I need to know how to do it. And if it's with oatmeal raisin cookies, I'm going to do it. So this week, we have Nicole and Ann getting Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
Oh, snap!
All right. And now it's time for Matthew's
Disaster.
Moment of the Week. And even though he's not here, he was very kind enough to send in a video. So let's find out what's Matthew's disaster moment of the week is.
Good afternoon, everybody. In case Tony forgot to mention at the top of the show, I am your talented, funny, and extremely handsome co-host, Matthew Evan Payne. This week's disaster moment of the week actually came about on Friday's episode, which were the scenes between Nicole and Holly. When the first scene started, it was Nicole and Holly sitting in the motel room, and the camera panned past the sign that said, "The Dewdrop Inn, now featuring color TV." I thought it was a great illustration of the lengths that Nicole was willing to go to protect Holly and herself from the craziness that is the restraining order that Chloe has taken out on Nicole. So I really liked that. And then the beginning of the next scene, Nicole is bouncing Holly in her arms, and Nicole takes a step to her left, revealing the blue wall that has been the set for Marlena's office, Kayla's office, Abigail's office, Anne's office, Aiden's office, Dr. Daniel Jonas's office. Yes, Mark, I just said the dreaded D word. I actually think it was the same set that was used for Kate Manzi's Abigail's escape from the institution. When I realized that that was the set that they were
Budget
using
management.
for Nicole's motel room, that's all I could focus on the entire time. I thought they threw a headboard in front of the wall that they've used for this office time and time again. Enough is enough. Did I mention they used it for Roman's office too? Anyway, that was my disaster moment of the week. I am sure you all are having a wonderful time in studio. I will see you next Sunday for an all-new episode of Dish and Days. Bye, Mark. Bye, Tony.
Bye.
Bye.
I thought we're saying bye like he can hear us.
Right. That was a good one, though.
That was a good
funny.
one. Yeah.
That's funny. And that has been your
Disaster.
Moment of the Week. And now it's time for Mark's Quote of the Week.
Perfect. All right. So I was getting a little worried this week because I was watching and I'm like, nothing. Then Days of Our Lives did something to save my quote of the week and allowed Victor to be in 2 minutes of this week that gave me my golden gem of a quote of the week. And it was literally the last 5 minutes of Friday's episode when Damus says, "If I don't get Nicole and the baby back," and Victor cuts him off and says, "You'll live, Damos. Cut back on the drama, will you?" I LOL'd, I smiled, and I said I got my quote of the week. I can always rely on Victor John Aniston. Thank you for making my job easy. So that was my... Thank you.
Look
Perfect.
at that. Neil is
I like
on
that.
it.
You're on it, Neil. I like that.
And now it's time for Fan of the Week.
So fan of the week is going to go to... hold on, I got to scroll through my screenshots because I did take a screenshot of it. It was a tweet, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was on our Dish and Days Twitter. It is Kara Campbell, her Twitter is Kitty, KIDDY, KISTE 3030, Kitty Kisty 3030. And it was a response to, I do believe, one of our tweets, but she wrote to Lounging with Tony and Dish and Days and at NBC, "Hey, Tony, I was watching an October Days episode. Was that you in Horton Town Square in green tights and a yellow and a yellow t-shirt?" And I had to giggle myself to sleep that night. It was Tony. He will
was
deny
not
it. He will
me.
deny it till the
was
day he
not me.
dies.
I
But
saw
if you
that-
notice, that person never turned around. Was Tony.
It was not me.
Was Tony Moore
Not
as a
me.
sunflower.
I was on days this week though.
Well, don't try and change the subject, Tony
But I
Moore.
was
We're
on
talking
there.
about you
I
and
was
your
on
green.
there. Hashtag spot Tony. I saw that same tweet and I retweeted it and I was like, oh, Lorraine Love would love this.
Which is what made me see it. And then, so Kara Campbell, you get my fan of the week for calling Tony out on his yellow tutu.
That was not me. There are two things you should know about me.
Well, it wasn't a yellow tutu, actually. It
was
was
a
a
green tutu.
green outfit with a yellow, like
Yeah.
a sunflower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two things. No.
Only somebody wearing it would know what it looked like.
No, because it's the same. When we mentioned it, it's the same thing from Fresh Prince. What he wore when he was trying to graduate. I remember the outfit. There are two things you should know about me.
Because you
One,
wear it on Tuesdays at noon.
there are two things you should know about me. One, that was not me, and two, I am not as infatuated with Kyler Pettis as you are infatuated with Billy Flynn or Matthew with Greg Vaughn.
But you get tongue-tied every time you try to say his name, so I don't believe you for a hot
Because
second.
there's a lot of R's in Kyler Pettis.
Hey, Kyler Pettis. You need to learn how to say it if you're going to scream it in ecstasy.
Good day, ma'am. But yes, shout out to me for being in the Horton Town Square this week. And a lot of fans saw it. They were like, Tony, is that you? And they screen capped it and everything. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate that. All right. Those are our segments. And now it's time for some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so as we've already mentioned, Soap Opera Digest reported that Ariane Zucker will be leaving the show, and Vincent Irizarry was written out.
Did you read it?
I've read other articles
About it.
about.
Do they
well,
give?
not about Vincent, but about Ari.
Do they give exit dates and stuff like that?
They don't.
Okay.
I know that Ari wants to pursue other things. She's been on the show for 18 years now, allegedly, because I don't know if that's right.
Right.
So she wants to pursue other things. Although, come closer, fans. She did spill a little bit of tea that allegedly Sean Christian wasn't like didn't leave on his own free will. He was fired. Yeah.
Interesting. So maybe that has something to do with it because they are in outside of the show. They are in a relationship.
And I hope that's in the Soap Opera Digest article and not one of the other ones that I read, because now I feel like we're in trouble.
Whatever.
So whatever. And then Vincent is being written out. I mean, I just want to see how it all plays out,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Obviously.
So there's that. And then our little social media influencer on the show,
Claire,
aka Olivia Rose Keegan. You all know that she is an amazing singer, and she just released a cover of Julia Michaels' Issues on her YouTube channel. And this is just a little snippet of her video, looking very, very gorgeous.
as always.
Every time I look at her, I'm like, look at little Martha.
I know. Yeah, she totally does. Totally. Very good casting that way.
But it's such
Check
a
it
great
out.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
check
make
it
sure
out.
you check it out. We'll make sure
I did
we
watch
put
a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. We'll put the links up on all of our social medias. Also, voting has begun for the daytime Emmys. There were a lot of our day stars that were pre-nominated. So we want to send out a good luck to you. Hope voting goes your way. Shout out good vibes to
So do we know?
you.
Do we want to name everybody who
Yeah.
has been
You want
nominated?
to?
Yeah.
All right,
I know
so-
Billy.
Of course. And the outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Christian Alfonso, Jen Lilly, and Mary Beth Evans were pre-nominated.
Okay.
So these pre-nominations. These aren't the official nominations. These are pre-nominations. Outstanding lead actor, Billy Flynn and Vincent Irizarry. Outstanding supporting actress, Judy Evans and Kate Mansi. Outstanding supporting actor, John Aniston, Wally Kurth, James Reynolds. Outstanding younger actress, Camila Banos, Olivia Rose Keegan, and Paige Searcy. And younger actor, James Lastovic and Kyler Pettis.
Will you read the supporting males again? John Aniston, who else?
Wally Kurth and James Reynolds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I drifted there for a second. I missed.
Because after Billy Flynn, you were done.
I got distracted.
And speaking of Wally Kurth, our very own James Lott Jr. and crew will be interviewing him this Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. So make sure you tune in. Wally Kurth will be live here in the studio, answering questions, chit-chatting, talking about his time, not only on Days of Our Lives, but General Hospital as well. So make sure you tune in.
JLJ.
Yeah.
I will not be there. I have to work. But
And I haven't told James this yet. I was supposed to be there, but I can't make it.
we'll see.
I'll tell him after the show.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. And that is it. We're going to open the phone lines just for a few minutes to find out what you guys thought about this week of days. You know the number is 424-253-0749. Again, that's 424-253-0749.
Oh, yeah, we got time. Wow.
Give us a call. Let us know your thoughts. Now, when you do call in, make sure you let us know your name and where you're calling from. And then very quickly, give your comments on what you thought about this week of days. I'm very anxious. I really hope someone...
Maybe we'll get a Chloe supporter.
Just going to say that. Get out of my head.
Get out of my
J.
head.
Freeman.
I hope we get a Chloe supporter, and I hope we get a Billy supporter. Because they're very underrepresented in this conversation.
Yes. Oh, and Betty Jean wants to remind you all that April 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina is the DOOL Coast events. So make sure you guys go to dualcoastevents.com to find out more information on how you can meet not only me, but stars and fans from Days of Our Lives. Let's take this caller here. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin' Days. You are on live. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Lisa. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey,
Hi,
Lisa
Lisa.
from Georgia. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Now, really quick, what did
Yes,
you
I
think
do.
about this week?
Any chance y'all be getting Ari to come in the studio?
We would love to get Ari in
we
the
would
studio.
love
Because I have
Ari
a
to come
feeling she
in.
left too because of Sean.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you don't like that word, Mark. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I have nothing against Sean.
Sean is fine. Who he played is not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
I
Exactly.
obviously don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
him, so.
we would.
Daniel word. Let me rephrase that.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Now,
That's
now
right.
stop talking.
We would
That's
love
right.
to have Ari in. You know what, Lisa? You guys as fans can help us out with that. So you guys can tweet them along with Dishin' Days and say, hey, we'd love to see you guys in the studio. I mean, the more people tweeting, you know,
Yeah.
your favorite star who you like to be here would be
Helpful.
amazing and helpful.
And they, like I said, they do read them. They do see them,
Yeah.
regardless of whether they like it or retweet it. They
Yeah.
see it.
Yep.
So always.
Kind of like Teo said at one time. He says, "You never know when I'm reading your." what you
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
very true. And Teo does read a lot of stuff. He's getting very hip to social media now, so I know he does take a gander at stuff. So,
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so make sure you do that. Tweet them.
All right.
We'd love to
that
have
sounds
them
like
here.
a plan.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tell
Lisa.
for tonight.
You
Thank
too.
you, Lisa. Bye.
You have a good night.
You too. Bye. Oh, I love Lisa from Georgia.
Yeah, Lisa from Georgia.
Let's have our next caller.
Let's take another one.
Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin' Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, well, well.
Oh,
Long time no speak.
Oh, my favorite part of the show is when Mike Riley calls in to rail. Oh, that was going to sound so bad.
Neil, remember earlier when I was warning you about the...
No.
What
That
is he
was gonna-
saying?
No, that was going to be bad. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, Neil, remember when I told you sometimes I like to walk around during the show and you laughed because you thought I was kidding? This is that moment where I'm going to get up and leave.
You can't go anywhere. Hi,
I'm
Mike.
done with Mike Riley!
No, you're not. Hi, Mike. How
Hi,
are
Mike
you?
Riley.
Well, hello everyone, first of all. And thank you, Mark, for making me your fan of the week 2 weeks ago.
What you
Right.
don't know about that, Mike Riley, let me tell you some behind the scenes stuff, because what you don't know about that is that there
You're
was
right, I don't know.
there was somebody in the studio across from me with a gun pointed directly at me, and I had no other choice. It was someone you sent that to convince me to make you fan of the week,
All
and
lies,
I
Mike.
had to
All
do it.
lies. You are
I
wearing
think it
markdown.
was your conscience that did it, not anyone that I sent over.
I like Mike Riley.
I'm not afraid of you, Mike Riley.
You
But
co-
this is what I have to say. What's
Okay,
so funny
go ahead.
about that, and thank you, I do appreciate it.
No problem.
Two things. A, I watched the show live, every week, and it was my birthday that day, so
No
I was
way!
out, and I was not watching the show live.
Ah.
And I was so annoyed because I was like, oh, that's the week I should really, call in.
Right.
Yeah. Well, happy belated
So-
birthday, Mike Riley.
Thank you.
Oh my
Well, I look
gosh.
amazing
Oh,
tonight,
that makes me
I have
mad
to
that I
say.
gave him a good birthday present. Dang it!
You did.
Dang
You
it!
did.
What day was
I'll
that?
take it.
What day was it, Mike Riley?
Sunday, the 12th.
March 12th?
No.
February.
February 12th.
We
Sorry,
have-
we,
we have-
haven't gotten to March.
Girl.
Unless you have
Go.
a doorway through time, I don't know.
Girl. February 12th.
That would
Okay.
work, yeah.
So
Oh, that was our anniversary.
I guarantee next February 12th I will not be in studio. I
Mike-
don't want anything like that to ever happen again.
Mike Riley, what did you think about this week of days?
All right. Thank you, Tony, for such a pointed question.
You're welcome.
I have to say, I'm really torn about the whole Chad and Abby, Chad and Gabby, because
Mhm.
like both of you, I think all three have chemistry.
Mhm.
And I mean all three, because I think Abby and Gabby have chemistry
Yes.
as friends, too. They're three really competent actors. The thing is, like this week when, I keep wanting to say Billy, when Chad was talking to Abby in the living room about her working for Demera Enterprises.
Oh, that's right.
And,
We
like,
forgot to mention.
In between their conversation, like the glances back and forth, the way he would just kind of like wink at her, which is just Billy throwing that in there. They're so believable as a married couple.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I see that, not when I hear the dialogue, but when I just see the the sort of physical interactions between them, I'm like, oh, I have to root for this couple because
Yeah.
I just want to see more. With Gabby, it's like it's fun, it's interesting, they have history, but it's like then I feel like we're shortchanging Marcy because she hasn't really gotten a chance to
Right.
have that interplay with Billy. So let's see what happens there.
I agree. I agree with that 100%.
You agree with
I
Mike Riley?
agree with Mike Riley.
Oh, write this down, Mike. You are wearing him down, honey. You are wearing him down.
Well, I mean, I am rational. I mean, that's why I'm the one married to Billy and not.
Take it back! Take it back!
Well, Mike, as always, thank you so much for calling
Thank
in.
you, Mike.
You're quite welcome. Goodbye.
Happy belated.
Bye. Oh, yes, and happy belated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good night, fellas.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye.
Mike Riley's my favorite.
Oh, stop.
Lord, why do they keep
Speaking
letting
of
anybody
favorites,
in this show?
speaking
they
of
just let
favorites.
anybody. You know what? I'm gonna show up on the GH report.
You should.
I'm gonna sit right
Hi,
there in the
lady.
opening. Hi.
With the originals.
Hi. Oh my God, we are chocolate twins.
Mimas.
Okay, so oh wait, let's take this phone call.
Let's take
You won't
it.
be able to
With
hear
JLJ.
it, but we'll.
Oh,
we'll
here,
see
yeah,
it.
take
Hi,
headphones.
James Lott Jr. The bitch is back. Oh. Oh
you got
wait,
one?
did we?
I'm back, bitches.
Did we? Oh yeah, we're back, bitches. We missed it.
We
Okay,
missed it.
okay. So James Lott Jr. Before you came in,
Yes.
I informed everyone that Wally Kurth will be in.
Oh,
Go
here's
ahead
one.
and take it, and I'm gonna finish this up.
Okay.
Hang on, caller. We'll be with you shortly. So I was letting everyone know that Wally Kurth was going to be here on Tuesday,
Yes.
and I announced it and everything
Good,
like that.
good.
But I told the fans before I told you. I won't be able to make it.
Oh.
So now I'm telling you now, live on
okay,
air.
I'm like-
see, this is friendship.
Oh, great. We just talked the other night for like 2 hours.
I know
Okay.
we did. So yeah, she's booked boots.
Can
But
Mark anybody do it?
I work.
Mark's
I
working.
can't.
Work.
I
So
said maybe Matthew can.
we have to
Okay.
check with Matthew.
Okay.
But I encouraged everyone to still tune in on Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Wally Kurth, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, James Lott Jr. Yes.
Be there.
Okay, now we have a phone call.
All right,
hey,
caller.
welcome to AfterBuzz TV Station Days. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Jillian. Hi, James.
Hi, Jillian.
I'm so excited. Wow. Yay, I'm glad you stopped by.
I did, thank you.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Mark. Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hello.
No, you're good. Okay, so what did you think about this week of days?
Okay. All right. A lot of things to touch on.
Okay.
Whether it's a man, okay, I'm doing the really disgusting thing first. Whether it's a man or a woman, that was rape, okay? The Days has a really bad reputation about,
Yes.
introducing it and then making it somehow, it's supposed to be romantic, and it's not.
Seduction.
It's wrong.
We're talking
okay?
about
It's
JJ
wrong.
and Lonnie.
Right, right.
Right. Okay. Because they've also done it with another character last year, and it was horrible, and they tried to make it like, oh, it's a seduction, or oh, he really wanted to do it. No, that was rape. Forced, alcohol involved, whatever. It's rape. Okay.
Okay.
Sex that is non-consensual. All right. So okay. So that's done. I am currently not okay with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now on to other things. Okay. In the past, and I really wish that they would repeat it. They were able to incorporate Days of Our Lives, the older generation, the middle generation, humor, sorrow,
Pathos.
chaos.
Yep.
They would just, some words I can't pronounce because, yes, it's Sunday and it's Jill's drinking day.
Oh my God.
So anyway, but they were able to
Go,
mix
girl.
all that
Right.
together, and everybody had a storyline. Everybody did. And there's no reason why they couldn't do that. Now, having said that, I wish to high heaven that they had used the time that they had allotted for Hope and Rafe to be all giggly and kitty and whatever. If they had used that, even half of that time, on Steve and Kayla's honeymoon. Because anybody knows, and next week, they're getting a not-so-pleasant surprise, which, if the writers were smart, they would change it and utilize Days of Our Lives past and make that baby Steve and Kayla's, not Steve and that snake's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Gotcha.
And I'm
At
sorry
first
if
I
I
was like,
broke
wait,
the
what is she
cardinal
talking about?
rule by spoiling something, but
No, you're
we're all
okay.
dreadling it.
We didn't spoil
Dreadling it?
anything.
Yeah. I'm just, that's so wrong. It's so wrong. But they could have used that for their honeymoon because
Yeah.
Yeah.
what Stephen Nichols and Mary Beth Evans convey with just a couple of words, and not, oh, I've disrobed, or oh, I've taken all my clothes off, which is also pretty good, is like so, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
And I love that Hope is, I know that she's a legacy. I love her character. I've watched her since before, she became
Be
the
careful,
Hope Brady
girl.
that we
I'm
know
a
now.
Hope fan. Be
When
careful,
she was
girl.
the
What are you
baby in
saying?
the basket.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not feeling Hope right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm tired of her. I'm not tired of the actress. She's good.
Yes.
But she is not the be all and end all.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't overuse people back then, and there's no reason why they can't,
Spread it out.
rein it in.
Right.
Okay, that's enough of that. And I'm still gonna miss Ari. That's so sad.
Oh yeah, we love Ari.
I wish that when she utilized everything. And it's not just the spur of the moment thing, but it's like, okay, in order to get away with this, because this is my child, this is what I need to do. Because I would really help. She's a strong woman. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve love, but if they're not going to end it with her and Eric, then she needs to be by herself, taking care of her child and being the strong Nicole that we all know that she is.
Well, that's what she's about to be on the run.
Yeah.
Right.
A strong,
and I just,
independent single
I don't
woman.
want, like, Brady. Brady has, like, half a brain, maybe.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry, but again, God, I cannot remember his name. Victor's brother,
Deimos.
Deimos, thank you so much. He
Put
needs
down the drinks,
to-
Jillian.
Go on, Jillian. Put your
I
drink
can't
down.
remember names. I'm sorry. It's so bad. Ask Matthew how much fun that is. Sorry, Matthew. I know you're not there, but still. Okay. And then would be really good if for Deimos ending, Victor
Deimos.
enacts Deimos. For Deimos ending, for his leaving or whatever, Victor is the one that ends him.
Oh, that doesn't end.
I mean,
Oh.
he's responsible for Bo dying. He is.
Yeah.
He's responsible.
Yeah.
And Victor is I love Victor. I love Jane. I love the. Oh my God! See again.
We're with you, girl.
That's right, girl.
Mr. Aniston's
Yes, John
acting
Victor.
is superb. I can't remember his
John
first name, but I
Aniston.
remember
John.
the last name.
Yeah.
John Anderson.
Okay, he's so good, and he can do that. So just let him do that. Hell, bring in Caroline. Let both of them take care of that guy.
Yes.
She don't like him either. I'm sorry. Again, it's Sunday and it's Jill's drinking day.
And that's why we love you. Atta girl.
That's right.
Well, Jillian,
I
thank
love you guys so much too. I'm
Thank
so
you
glad
so
I got
much.
through, and thanks for letting me rant and everything.
Of
No
course.
problem.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so
Have a drink for us.
now it's time for me to say goodbye. Look,
All right.
I made it through.
Bye.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Thank
she was
you.
cute. She was
I love
hilarious.
it. You
She's
missed
on.
Mike Riley. He
Oh, he called
in.
in? Oh, yeah, we know Mike
I missed it.
Riley.
Okay, let's
Stalking me.
Let's take this last call and then we'll go. All right. Hello, caller. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishing Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
And turn down your volume.
Oh yes, turn down the volume on your computer.
Hello.
Hey, who we talking to?
Girl.
Girl,
Girl!
girl.
It's Sabrina from Toronto.
You made it
Oh
through.
yay, Sabrina! She got through. Because in the chat,
finally got through. This is awesome.
it's so funny because I saw you in the chat and you were like, "Oh, girl, it's ringing," and I'm like, "Okay, girl, we're gonna get to her." Because I looked up here and I was like, "Okay, this is Sabrina," and then all of a sudden I didn't see it up anymore, and I looked in the chat and it was just like, "Girl."
Girl.
I love it. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I love the show. Mark knows me and Mark.
Yes.
We go back. Right, girl?
This
So
is-
hold on, I
is-
gotta
is
tell
she
you,
the-
Sabrina is the one when I went to Toronto. I came down. I'd gone in, got to the hotel, and went up to the room, and we were coming down to go do something. And Sabrina was in the lobby, and I came out. She literally made me feel like Tom Cruise.
I love
The people in the lobby were like, "Who's this woman screaming?"
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah, she was like,
I love
"Oh
you
my
guys.
God,
You guys are so
Mark!"
entertaining.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
But Mark, I have to tell you, Mark, it's Micheluzza.
Oh, I know. I always
Micheluzza
pronounce her
3.
Twitter. It's her
Oh.
Twitter, right?
Mika
It's
Lutza.
okay.
Lutza.
Mika
It's all
Lutza.
good.
Okay. I know. I'm always like blah,
Okay.
blah, blah, blah. Sorry.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Mark. Thank you for, plugging my event.
Yeah,
Having
tell everybody
a
when it is
wonderful
again.
event.
Yeah, while you're on, plug it. Plug it. Plug it
girl.
in. Plug it
Plug
in.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful event on Saturday, June 3rd with Mr. Billy Flynn. Also Eric Martzoff.
Yay!
Mr. Rob Wilson. And now
Yay.
we have Mr. Vincent Irizarry.
Oh, good job.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I hope all of you guys can make it.
Well, you know what? I think we're gonna make plans too, and Mark is gonna get us
Yes.
tickets.
Yes.
Since his husband is a flight attendant.
Right.
So,
I married him.
Yeah.
I fly for free, not you, lady.
oh, lady, guess we're going with. We're gonna make it happen.
Girl.
Which means I know TSA, and I'm going to make sure you don't get on that plane. Yes!
It's 'cause I'm black.
You guys are more than welcome to come. We would love to have all of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Even me. I'm on the show anymore.
JLJ,
one
yes.
other thing.
We can't tell you're not on the show anymore. You've been here every week.
I know.
Oh, go ahead, Sabrina.
Go ahead, Sabrina. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to, going along with the Chloe and Nicole thing.
Mhm.
Chloe is definitely cray.
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs,
that
right?
girl's she's just, we're done with her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
just gotta go.
Totally
You
done.
know? Poor
Yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Anyway.
she was good this week to get her baby at a girl.
That's it. You know?
You go, girl.
You go, girl.
You go, girl.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys so much.
Mwah,
Oh,
mwah, mwah.
thank you,
And I
Sabrina.
want to see you guys all on the next plane sitting next to Billy freaking Flynn.
I'll pass.
You got to fly him United. That's all. That's what I got to fly United.
So
So,
we'll put you beside Eric.
Thank
okay.
you.
Sounds
Thank
good.
You. That would be great. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you,
guys,
Sabrina.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you,
Thank
you
you.
too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye. All right, y'all, that's it. We have run out of time. Thank you guys for calling in. I love when you guys call in. James Lott Jr., thank you for coming in as
And
always.
kicking us out.
Yeah, yeah.
We have Vanessa Antoine coming on next on GH Report.
Who?
Vanessa Antoine.
Oh, Vanessa. Oh, so all GH GH
Report.
fans, make sure you tune into the GH Report. We have Vanessa, Antoine coming in live here in the studio, so don't miss it. Before we head out, hey Mark, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me.
And you can find me on all.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love. LORAYNE
I got you.
Oh no, come in, James
okay,
Lott Jr.
Okay.
Where can they find you?
James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms.
Used to be. I miss Black Hope.
Me too, Black Hope LA.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. And if you are a soap fan, this is just the beginning of our soap block.
Yep.
Stay tuned for GH Report, followed by Young or Restless Wrap Up, followed by Bold Breakdown. Yep, I got them all. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday for another smashing recap of NBC's Days of Our Lives. Bye, y'all.
Forgot what show.
I know, but you're like, what?
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.